Welcome to Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen. I'm Brooke Allen. Of course, today is Solar Eclipse Day, as everyone's been saying. We are at the airport. We are in Marysville, Ohio. You just saw a plane go behind us. This is amazing. Jason Waldron is with me, and we have had quite the exciting 24 hours.
We have. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I felt like a kid before Christmas. I was up at midnight, like I couldn't sleep. I was trying to figure out how does one dress for a solar eclipse, and we figured it out, Jason.
We did figure it out. Isn't that nice?
So yes, we are so grateful to be here. Of course, we flew in. Dave Scott flew us in, and here we are at the Marysville Airport. A beautiful day, clear skies. Right now, the temperature is 56 degrees.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's a little windy, a little bit chilly, but we do know that the high today is going to be near 71.
Correct.
And at the solar eclipse, at the moment of totality, we do expect the temperature to drop about 10 degrees.
It was great, and flying here put us right in the path of totality, which is great.
It was amazing. So we're so grateful for that. So here we are at Marysville Airport, and it has been so amazing. Of course, coffee of the day, that is our usual segment. I do have a coffee of the day, Blue Hat, of course, which was our very first location where we kicked off the show in Farmington with Philip Jewell and his wife, and we're so grateful to have coffee to go as well. So Jason, super exciting. This is our third week on Instagram.
On Instagram, yep. And I'm excited to announce that you can go over to our Instagram page at Brooke Allen Official, and you can watch the show. It's streaming live on there, and you can see all other cool stuff on our Instagram page as well. But with the giveaway that we do,
yes.
You can also do that on Instagram.
Yes,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, because we were just doing that on Facebook, but now you actually can qualify to win on either Facebook or Instagram. And of course, Jason, tell us the rules, because you're always so much better at that.
Well, you want to go, and this is for Instagram and for Facebook. If you want to enter, all you got to do is comment show number 22.
Follow.
And
Follow.
Comment show number 22. Follow, share, and like the page, and you will be entered to win a cool gift this time.
Oh my gosh,
it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and actually, it's Glam Scrubs.
It is,
right? Tiffany Cartwright is the founder, and she was in last week, and she gave me the Lemon Crush, I think it is.
Have you used it?
Oh my gosh, can't you smell it? It's like so.
Oh, it does smell good.
Right?
I like it.
Yeah, even my kids are like, why does it smell like lemon?
And I think it's cool because it's a nice little gift package.
It is,
and it's,
yes, there's 3 that we're giving away today, so you just have to follow and like and comment. And of course, we're going to go to the Tiffany video.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, so let's watch. Tiffany Cartwright is the founder of Glam Body Scrubs, and Tiffany, you are going to do a demo on me.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we have 2 of our top fragrances here, and I know you mentioned that you like lemon.
I love lemon.
So just for you, we've got the Lemon Love Scrub here. And if you want to just open a cup, yep, there we go. I'll just put just a little bit.
All right.
Should have got a little scoop or something.
Here, let me do that.
There we go.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
all right, awesome.
And then what you can do is put it right atop the hand there and rub it right on the top of your palm.
Woo.
There you go. And if you notice that, those results are instant. You can already see the skin glistening.
Maybe like this. And
so this sugar is going to exfoliate.
Okay.
The oils stay on and moisturize and give you that satiny glow.
Yeah.
And they smell amazing.
It does smell amazing.
Well.
Yes, it smells like lemon cake. I am loving this. I'm going to be like,
awesome. And then at home, you're going to rinse it off in the shower or a tub, and you pat dry. And again, those oils will continue to keep your skin moisturized throughout the entire day.
And this whole glisten, that's going to last?
It's going to last.
All right.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tiffany.
Your skin looks amazing.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
You really see it glistening.
I need to go take a shower now and glisten up.
Well, thank you for sampling.
Oh no, thank you for bringing it, and thank you for this, because this is Monday's giveaway. Super excited. What's in here?
Wonderful. So we have 3 of our great scrubs. The Lavender Lush is infused with lavender essential oil.
Okay.
And it's very calming, very relaxing, a great way to decompress at the end of the day. We also have the Bubbling Brown Sugar. Now, Bubbling Brown Sugar, that's our signature one that we started with.
It's fun to say too, isn't it?
It really is, like the song, Bubbling Brown Sugar.
Yes.
So it's really, really a great exfoliant as well. And then we have our strawberry. We're going into springtime, and so this one, it is fresh strawberries. It's a wonderful pick-me-up. It's nice and fun and fruity. And so the winner is going to absolutely love all 3 of them.
Oh yes, definitely. Okay, so this is our giveaway for next week, but in the meantime, where can people find your products?
Absolutely. We are in Target stores, and if it's not in your local store, target.com, or our website, www.glambodyscrubs.co.
Okay, thank you so much. Of course, we will announce a winner at the end of the show, but remember, if you've already won, I say it every week, you can't win again. Well, here we are. It is 56 degrees. We are broadcasting live from Marysville, Ohio. We actually have a sun cam up, so you want to check that out. We are at the airport. Planes are actually flying in and out. It's pretty awesome. We flew in this morning. We arrived at about 10 to 8 this morning, and it is turning out to be a beautiful day. Clear skies, I think. I don't know if a pilot would agree with me or not, but I'm going to say clear skies and a little bit windy. I am here with Karen Allen, and Karen, you have been phenomenal in helping us set up this table. Actually, she just lugged in for us.
Wasn't she difficult?
No, so we're in Marysville. Tell me about this beautiful town.
Wonderful. Well, Marysville is our county seat in Union County, Ohio. We're just outside of Columbus, Ohio, about 25 miles. Lots to see and do in Union County. We're kind of a rural landscape meets old town charm and villages and cities, and lots of shopping, lots of unique dining, lots to see and do. Naturally crafted options. You can come back and see us.
Yes.
We do a lot of natural experiences. You pick berries and flowers and farmers markets, and we've like
You've got it all going on.
We got it all going on. We got it all
You've
going
got it
on.
all going
We're so
on.
glad you're here.
So thank you so much. You've been so welcoming, and there is so much going on today.
Yes.
And actually, it's been going on all weekend.
Yes,
I
it has.
noticed.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So today, I'm hung up on Benny's Pizza. I really want to go there. But,
yes.
So tell me everything going on in this area.
Well, in Marysville proper, there's a big uptown. We call our downtown
uptown,
celebration.
right?
Benny's is iconic pizza in Central Ohio and beyond. They've got a celebration on our website. We've got, I think, up to 20 different events going on throughout the county, eclipse related. Lots of celebrations, lots of fun. What a great way to just celebrate, this once in a lifetime opportunity.
Right, and it's funny because it feels like a holiday, but it isn't.
Right.
So are you getting that same feeling?
No, absolutely. The vibe is great.
The vibe
Love
is great,
it.
right?
Love
and
it.
the weather, because initially last week, I think, we weren't exactly
No.
clear on what the forecast was going to look like today. We thought it was going to be rainy. It was raining when we left Michigan.
Yes.
But as we got closer to Marysville, it cleared up, and it's fine.
It's beautiful. And it's going to get warmer.
Yes.
It's going to be beautiful.
It is going to be
We're
beautiful.
excited.
So as far as setting up for this, how has that been?
Well, we have our wonderful director of our emergency management group, countywide, that called, I think, 4 years ago and said, we need to start meeting about this. And I thought, 2024 sounded so long ago.
So far away,
you know?
didn't it? And here we are.
So far off, and so here we are.
Right.
So we've got great partners who have, we've said, like, we don't want to our organization doesn't want to put on a special event. We want you guys to.
Right.
And wow, have they come out with
Yes.
everything from eclipse cocktails to celebrations and live music and family-oriented events. So I just couldn't be more pleased to have such a great variety of offerings for our residents and visitors. So great.
And what about the schools around here? Because I know big plans were going on back home, especially for my kids. They're in middle school. And we got this long email about everything that would be happening, as opposed to, like, they won't be going outside today. There's certain precautions. They all have glasses.
Yes.
And their dismissal time is right at the time of the eclipse.
Yes.
So they're like saying, use caution, it's going to be dark. Do you know of any protocols that have happened in this area for schools?
Absolutely. Our schools are closed. And
They
part of
are?
that is so that they could go out, our kids could
Oh.
go out and enjoy.
Okay.
Part of it also is a lot of our community, our county,
Okay.
is 2-lane rural roads. And so that's really difficult. You don't want the kids stuck at school or parents stuck in
for
traffic.
sure.
So we just decided to let everybody enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Right.
So
That is
yes.
so awesome.
I know.
I know. My kids were kind of like, are we going to be able to look out of the window? What are we doing? I'm like, you know what? Just walk slowly through the parking lot. Right?
Well, hopefully they can see it.
No, I think they will. But it's been so exciting to be here. And like we said, it's a beautiful backdrop. We've got a plane in the backdrop.
I know.
We have our sun cam set up, which is awesome. And we're going to be here with you all day.
Wonderful.
Right?
Looking forward to it.
So I'm so looking forward to it. And again, thank you for everything you've done
Oh
for
my
us.
gosh, thank you, Brooke, for being
It's been such
here.
a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to actually coming back to Marysville.
Oh,
and
yay.
actually hanging out for a weekend and just kind
Oh.
of checking out the downtown that is really the uptown.
Exactly. It's different, but it's fun. It's great.
It is. Thank you so much for
Oh,
joining
thank you,
us.
Brooke.
Okay? And
Appreciate it.
For the table, we appreciate it very much. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, that is Karen Allen. She is the director of Union County Tourism. She has been integral for setting this up for us. And again, we are so grateful for her. Well, mark your calendar. We are getting closer. April 27th is our Shades of Pink Foundation walk. It is happening at the Detroit Zoo. Their goal is to help patients undergoing breast cancer treatment to help financially. So they help with mortgages, they help with utilities, kind of all those costs that are your regular everyday costs, but when you're going through something as traumatic as breast cancer treatment, things happen to slip. It's expensive, even if you do have insurance. So the Shades of Pink Foundation, their goal is to help people. And of course, 1 in 8 women, this is staggering, will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. And that treatment carries an out-of-pocket cost at over $3 billion. So again, this walk, it is coming up on April 27th, and you can help us help them, because we have our own Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen walk team. I'm so excited about this. We even have our own shirts, super excited. So you can scan the QR code on your screen to join our team. You can even donate if you can't make it in person. And later in the show, we will actually hear from a woman that Shades of Pink Foundation has helped. And we will continue that conversation coming up. But again, we are going to actually, this is live, so we are going to move Karen out and move Jason in. Because we've got an interview coming up, which I'm super excited about this, because Jason Waldron is one of our sponsors and of Time Warp Vintage in St. Clair Shores. And we're going to go to his video and check that out while we transition everyone out and everyone back in. Let's check it out.
Roll something.
All right.
Roll something. I don't care. Roll anything. You can fix it later.
I am at the Mind Infusion Center with Melanie, and Melanie, you are a nurse here. What's your last name?
Sandiha.
And how long have you been here?
It'll be 2 years this May.
Okay, so you're an infusion nurse, and that's where we are in the infusion center. Tell me what kind of treatment people get when they're here.
So most of our patients have multiple sclerosis, so we are an autoimmune neurological infusion center. So MS is, or multiple sclerosis is the main one. We do 3 infusions for that. And then there are people with other diseases such as myasthenia gravis or kind of like neuropathies that are affecting their joints and their extremities, things like that. So they come for an infusion called IVIG for that. And then we also have Vyepti for migraines as well.
Okay, so I'm actually a patient here, and I've never been in the infusion center, so I guess that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it is.
But as this is your main place, do you get to know people and?
Yeah, so most people come back monthly. We also have a Alzheimer's medication that we're doing, which is every 2 weeks. So we've been really getting to know those patients. And then we have every 24 weeks. And the IVIG kind of vary based on their dose and their insurance and how often their neurologist wants them to come.
So who is this ideal for, the infusion center?
Though that's a good question. That will be discussed with your neurologist. There are so many different medications out for some of these diseases, and it doesn't work for everybody. If you can't make it out here every month, or if you have issues, transportation, then the monthly infusion might not be your best option. But there is one, every 24 weeks, which is twice a year, so that might be a better option for you. So best to discuss with your provider and like your lifestyle, and that will help determine what works best. If nothing works, then sometimes you do have to resort to an infusion.
And how long do infusions take? I know it probably varies, but what's the
Right.
maximum or the minimum?
The monthly one infuses over 60 minutes. The 24-week ones, one infuses over about 3 hours, and then the other one infuses initially for a long time, about 4 hours, and then the ones that proceed after that, about 1 to 2 hours. So it really just varies based on your dose and what number infusion you're on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have to say, not being a patient of the infusion center, but it's very comfortable in here. And I can see how people, can kind of relax, get what they need.
Yes.
Right? Get everything taken care of in a very comfortable atmosphere. So I know you're super busy. Thank you so much for taking the
no
time to
problem.
talk to me. And you can find all the information you need at mindonline.com. And of course, you can find all of the information to schedule an appointment to find out more information about their infusion center. You can go to mindonline.com to check them out. Well, we are in beautiful, sunny Marysville, Ohio, broadcasting live. Right now, 56 degrees. Of course, we are in the path of totality. That's a little hard to say, but I think I'm managing okay. And we are at the airport, and check out our sun cam. Very cool. Of course, we expect the weather to change as the day goes on, and it will be dark this afternoon, which is kind of hard to imagine right now because it's so sunny. But I am with Maggie Mullen. And Maggie, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you so much for joining us. So
Yeah.
you own the vintage store in town.
Yes.
And Plum Home?
Plum Home.
Okay.
So my mom and I own Plum Home Vintage and Gifts. It's
Okay.
a combination of our initials, so PL and MM, and we always put you in the middle.
Oh, awesome. That is wonderful. How long has it been open?
So we've been open for 7 years, and it really started from a love of vintage and a love of over collecting. So it kind of spawned into its own shop.
Okay, so Jason and I were checking out your website last
Yeah,
night, and
yeah.
you have these beautiful pillows
Yeah.
throughout the store.
Yeah.
So tell me about those pillows.
So we have a few different things. One thing, my mother is a wonderful seamstress, so she also makes pillow covers from lots of vintage fabrics. So we have all of those. A lot of things we also purchase from small businesses throughout the United States. So we have different throw pillows from all kinds of small businesses that do amazing things. So yeah, we love that.
That's awesome. So do you do estate sales and stuff too, or no?
We love an estate sale, a tag sale. We'll
Okay.
stop for anything.
You'll stop for
So,
anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so when people come into your store, what is the one thing they're looking for?
It is really anything. So one thing we like to say is we are small business first. So not only do we have beautiful vintage things, but we also love our small businesses throughout the United States. So we find the most unique gifts. So if you don't love a vintage item, you might love a unique gift from another small business. And we really hunt when we go to estate sales, tag sales, and auctions for those things that we've never seen before or we just fall in love with. And we want to make sure everything in our shop is something someone would want to put right in their home.
So, it's funny you said that because I've, been in the broadcasting business for a long, long time and news and everything. And I always think, well, you know what, if I'm interested in a news story, then other people must be too. Or if I'm asking a question, other people. So you kind of have the same motto for your store.
100%. Yes, absolutely.
So do dishes, glasses, tell me.
We have glassware. We are obsessed with mid-century rainbow glassware. So we have a beautiful display in our shop of all of these amazing rainbow glasses. We also carry Master Glass, which is a small Ohio business that does reproductions of depression glass. So we love having that in the shop. So all kinds of fun stuff.
Okay, so if anyone from our hometown wanted to come check you out, how would they
Please.
find you?
So we're Plum Home Vintage and Gifts. It's plumhome.com. You can find Plum Home on Facebook or Instagram. Give us a follow. We'd love to have you.
Okay, and you know what? We're eyeing those pillows. So do you send those, or
We do. We have a website.
Okay.
So we don't have everything on there because, of course, vintage is a little tricky to ship, but we have a lot of the small business items on the website as well.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us
Yeah,
again.
thank you.
How excited are you about the solar eclipse?
We are thrilled. We're happy to be open with all of our small business friends, so we are thrilled.
Yeah, and it's just, all the excitement building. It really feels like a holiday, but I found out from Karen it really is kind of a holiday.
It is a holiday.
Because schools are closed
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So-
My kids are home and they're super thrilled.
Are
about
they?
it. Yes.
They're
yes.
like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Exactly.
And of course, we are here at Marysville at the airport. You can check out the sun cam. We'll continue to follow it all day long. Maggie Mullen, thank you so much for joining us. I
you.
appreciate
It's a
your time.
pleasure.
And we
Thank you.
cannot, Jason and I are looking forward to checking out the store.
Awesome.
So thank you. We
Thank
want
you.
those pillows.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, you know what? We actually flew here this morning in a plane. I was thinking about driving, but it didn't happen, so we flew. But, you need insurance for everything, whether it's your home, your car, or your business. And one person who always helps us out is one of our sponsors, Lynn Sterla, and she kind of explains what she does when I spoke to her a few weeks ago. Let's watch.
Well, what people need to know is that, or what they should think about is when they're looking for insurance, who are they comfortable with? Because you want to be able to trust who you're dealing with and that they have the knowledge base to help you and guide you through the process.
Well, what's so interesting, too, is that sometimes you don't know exactly what's on your policy or what you need, and you're very good about that. You actually walk you through it and tell you
Yes.
what you need or don't need.
Absolutely. Most people rarely understand all the language on their policy, and they're looking at the bottom line. How much is this going to cost? It's great if something has a nice price, but on your worst day when you need it, I want to make sure that you absolutely understand what's on there and what your choices are, because that is the basis, and that's what's important when you're choosing your insurance agency and deciding what to do with your policy.
And right, and it's not just about what you're paying out monthly or yearly, it's about what you're actually going to get should you need it.
Yes. Absolutely, because you want something that can protect not only your assets, but also your family. People don't want to talk about one of the most important things is life insurance. If anything happens, you're not, unfortunately, God forbid, you can't make it home from work one day, you want to make sure your family's protected and their future's protected as well.
Okay, how do people find you?
You can call me on my cell. And my agency is a division of Michigan Farm Bureau Insurance. So, but my number is 248-880-8782. And I also, you can find me on sturlainsurance.com, STURLA insurance.com.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And of course, that is Lynn. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor of our show, you can head to our website, which is Caffeinated Conversations with BrookeAllen.com. Well, Jason Waldron, we are here in Marysville, Ohio. It is a beautiful day. Of course, everyone anticipating the solar eclipse, which is happening later this afternoon.
I know, and it's such a stunning day out, too.
Oh my gosh.
It's so beautiful.
Yes. And you have so many fun facts, fascinating facts about the eclipse, but on social media, we were teasing Einstein.
We were. We sent out a post earlier in the week about what Einstein has to do with the solar eclipse. So we will reveal that later in the show. Yes. Which is pretty cool.
It is. It is kind of cool if you don't know what that fun fact is. Although a lot of people were commenting saying, "Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I'm not going to divulge that yet. We will blow your cover, right?"
Correct. And we're not going to divulge it till later on in the show.
Correct. Okay. Okay. So some of the fun. You actually memorized.
I memorized the path of.
He memorized the path of totality.
I did.
So go on, tell us.
Well, the path of totality starts in the southern Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
And crosses through Mazatlan, Mexico, up through Texas over Dallas, about 2:15, and then into Missouri and hitting Indianapolis around 2:30, 2:45, and then right on over to where we are in Marysville, Ohio, and moving on up into Canada, and then going through Nova Scotia and ending in the northern Atlantic Ocean. What's cool about it, it's a 2,900-mile journey that goes 2,000 miles an hour almost.
That's crazy.
And the width of it is only 109 miles, which is pretty cool.
That is really cool.
The width of it, 109 miles wide.
Right.
I mean, that is awfully small compared to the length of it. And only 0.005% of the world is hit with that.
Yeah, you know, I was reading last night, people in the UK kind of upset.
Yes.
Because they're not going to really see this, right?
But they have one coming.
They do. They have one coming. I think it's in August of 2026.
August of 2026, and then Mexico has one coming too.
Yeah, see?
So they touch everywhere. They just don't touch the same place every time.
And this is kind of the second time this has happened in our lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Right. So 2017, and
2017.
I don't know. Do you remember where you were?
Oh, I do remember. I was at. I actually got married that year.
Okay.
And we were at our photographers, and we were all standing out behind their building with the glasses on, watching the totality.
That is so cool.
It was pretty cool.
I was at a gas station in Lansing.
Oh. I love that.
I was like, wait a minute, what time is it? I'm going to miss it. But you know what? I don't remember it getting dark like they say it's going to get dark today.
Well, I don't think we were in the complete path of totality in 2017.
Okay, so that's the difference.
Yeah, that would be the difference. And I don't think we get completely nighttime dark because we still have a small ring around it, which is pretty cool because we'll be able to see the plasma shoot off the sun.
And we're also going to be able to see a couple planets, right?
Yeah, we should be seeing Jupiter and Venus, Jupiter above, Venus below, which allows it to, for those with telescopes with the right cover,
yeah, you got to have that covered.
To be able to see the devil comet that circles the Earth, or the sun.
Right. Isn't that I mean,
yeah, and you can't see it with your your naked eyes when there is no eclipse happening, and the planets have to line up.
And there's a lot going on today.
There is a lot.
There is a lot going on.
That only happens every 72 years, too.
I know, it's crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
And you know, so do you believe like the whole thing about when there's a full moon, it affects you? You know how everyone always says, oh, it must be a full moon, everyone's acting crazy.
I do.
Do you? But have you noticed anything or read anything about it, like the solar eclipse affecting people in ways like the full moon does?
Well, not in ways that the full moon does, but there are people who chase them.
True.
There are people who chase them like tornado chasers.
Did we chase it? I'm not sure.
We did kind of a little bit.
We did chase it a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, we have the sun cam going on.
I know,
over
right?
here,
So the sun,
which is pretty cool.
And we should say too that we have,
Protective eyewear.
Yes, we have protective eyewear. It's super important. It seems like it. I don't know. It seems kind of like my twins. They were saying, "Oh, we don't need to wear those glasses. We'll be fine." And I'm like, "You're wearing the glasses."
Well, they could always do the pinprick hole.
Oh yeah, you did that as a kid.
I did that
didn't
as a
you?
little kid. That's what I remember doing, making the boxes or the little tubes and putting the pinprick and looking through it. That was always fun. They did that in school. I wish they'd do that today in school because it teaches. Because your kids are in school today.
They are.
And-
They're in school today. There's a whole protocol that's going on. They're not allowed to go outside today, even though we're not expecting the totality factor to happen until right at their dismissal time. Here in Marysville, Ohio, where we're broadcasting live from, they don't have school today. They actually canceled school so the kids could enjoy it and be out.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. I wish
Yes.
they did that when I was a kid.
I know. They made everything so much cooler now.
I know.
It's,
But there's a lot of fun facts, and I mean, we're going to be talking later today too about
Yes.
more fun facts, which is cool.
Yep, we're coming back at 2:30. We'll be
Yeah.
live because we're expecting, what time is it hitting here?
Approximately around 3 o'clock.
Okay, so around 3 o'clock, we're coming back live at 2:30.
Yep.
And I mean, this is just kind of an exciting day, and it was really exciting to actually fly here this morning.
It was, and it was such a smooth flight, and it was so nice out.
Yeah, it was. Was it raining when you left your home?
It was wet. Ground
Okay.
was wet.
All right, yeah. So when I left in Berkeley, it was raining a little bit, and I thought, oh no, here we go. The weather was going to be a huge issue for us, but not so much for us now. It looks like Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls is
Yeah,
going to
so
get
now
it in
that's an
parts of
issue.
Canada
Right.
and Vermont. But yeah, I'm so happy to be here in Marysville, Ohio.
It's beautiful.
In the path of totality,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. I've never seen a totality in its
Totality.
totality. I know I usually use that word.
It's hard to say. The path of totality, right?
Correct.
So listen, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. This is Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen. Jason is with me from Time Warp Vintage, one of our sponsors, a very good friend. And of course, Dave Scott has flown us here. That's how we got here. And of course, Jared and Christina, they are back in the control room. It's been kind of a crazy day
It has.
getting this ready, but we've got the sun cam set up, which is super exciting as well. And it's just so cool to be able to be talking about this event as it's happening.
Yes, it is.
Honestly, this is like the dream job today, right?
It is. I'm so look forward to it.
Yeah.
I was super excited.
Super
It was
excited
hard to
about it.
sleep.
I know. I like I said, it was like waiting for Christmas as a kid.
I love it. And thank you for letting me be a part of this. It's fantastic.
No, it's my pleasure.
I love it.
So we do have our giveaway, even though we're not home right now, we do have our giveaway going on.
We do.
Right? So you're so good at doing the rules for that. Tell me again.
It's episode 22, which is
22!
fantastic.
It
I
is.
think that's cool.
So amazing.
So you want to go on, and you can do this on Instagram and on Facebook, and you go on and you want to comment 22, and then you want to follow us, you want to share it, and at the end of the day, we will pick the person who wins, and then when we get back from
Yes.
Marysville, Ohio,
We will fly you the glam scrubs.
Exactly.
We'll do that,
Exactly.
right? So, hey, we are actually going to, I love hanging out with my sponsors. I show up at Time Warp
Absolutely.
Vintage all the time. And I actually needed a bit of I don't know, I was feeling kind of like draggy. So I stopped over at Drip IV and Hydration in West Bloomfield. And I actually have a video to prove I was there. Let's watch. I am at one of my favorite places. I need a little pep in my step. So I am at one of our sponsors, Drip IV and Hydration in West Bloomfield. I'm so excited to see Deanna. Let's go hook up. I can justify that. Deanna is very good.
Aw. Are you okay? Good. All right.
All good.
One moment.
How was that?
Fine. It was perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Painless.
Okay, good.
No issue.
Good. You're getting the ultimate beauty today.
This is what we call self-care to some extreme, right?
It really is.
It is. I feel refreshed,
Feel beautiful?
feeling beautiful, my beauty
Right.
bag.
Here at and again, that was Deanna over at Drip IV and Hydration in West Bloomfield. I certainly had a pep in my step that day, and I think I kind of still do. So that's exciting. It gives you a lot of energy if you're feeling a little bit dehydrated. So make sure you stop in and say hello to Deanna. Well, again, we are broadcasting live from Marysville, Ohio. We are at the airport. We have the sun cam going because today is the day of the Great American Solar Eclipse happening later this afternoon. Again, we will sign off at 11 o'clock this morning, and then we will come back live at 2:30. So just a really fun day. We flew here this morning. We landed in Marysville Airport about 10 to 8, I think. And when we left Michigan, it was kind of rainy, but here you can see it. It's blue skies, a bit of a breeze, but it is starting to warm up. I am with Tanya. And Tanya, you are a local business owner. Tell me what you own.
So I own Dalton Union Winery and Brewery.
Okay.
So.
And where's that? Is that in the downtown that's really uptown?
Nope. We are actually just outside of town, about 5 miles.
Okay.
So we're out in the country on a 10-acre estate.
Nice.
So we have lots of land for people to park and view the eclipse today. So we actually have about 15 campers, and we have a bunch of tent campers as well. My husband just called and said we have people showing up already.
Really?
So we don't open till noon today.
Oh, okay. So you're not even open yet, but you are open for business later. And then how late are you? Are you always open on Mondays or no?
No,
Okay,
we're normally not open.
Okay, so schools are closed today, but you are open today.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you doing to celebrate this event?
So we're open 10 to 8 or 12 to 8 today, and we've got live music. We've got 2 food trucks. We had shirts for sale. We've got this awesome tag and charm that we're selling to commemorate the event.
I love that.
And we released a new wine called Total Eclipse.
Nice. Is it a?
It's a dry red.
Okay.
Because we already had an Eclipse wine that's a sweet red that we've always had.
All right.
And then we released a new beer called Moon Shadow, which is a Banana Foster dark ale.
Really?
And then a new cider that is a blackberry cider called Sunblock.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So, what is your most popular?
Since we offer wine, beer, cider, mead, craft soda, and cold brew coffee, all that we make on site.
You have me a cold brew coffee.
Yes.
I might have to take the plane over there. Convince Dave to fly me over there. Be like, can I get a cold brew coffee,
yes.
please?
We've never had an airplane, but we do have one of our customers owns a helicopter flight service, and he lands pretty regularly. So that's pretty cool.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, but we have our most popular wine is actually called Black Horse. It's a semi-sweet Pinot Noir with black cherry. And our most popular beer is our Loopy Hazy, which is a hazy IPA.
Okay.
And then our most popular cider is our Dreamsicle. So it tastes kind of like a push top. And it's bright orange.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how funny.
Very, very popular. So we have, like I said, lots and lots of options, and we also make the best craft root beer anywhere.
So funny you said that. I was just going to ask you if you make your own root beer.
We do.
You do.
And
okay.
it is. If anyone who's ever had it says it is the very best, and I would agree.
So can kids come?
Yes.
They can. Okay.
Yes.
So kids can come to see you. And as far as heading into the summer, right? It sounds like you have a lot of great summer choices.
Yes, we do.
And do people, you can't ship, can you?
We do not ship.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So if people were interested in checking you out, because it sounds really yummy, how would they find you?
So they'd find us on our website, DaltonUnion.com, Facebook, of course, Dalton Union Winery, Instagram. We have a newsletter that they can sign up for. We have a text alert that they can sign up for. We do that every week. But we're also a harvest host, so people who camp can stay with us overnight for free. We also have an Airbnb on site. So,
Really?
yes. So,
so
lots of great
you did
ways.
say 10 acres, didn't
yes.
you? Okay.
Yeah, so lots of different ways that they can come see us. And like I said, we have a large facility, about 10,000 square feet. And so huge patio, live music every weekend, and food trucks. So it's a great spot. And we were named, we won favorite brewery in the Central Ohio area this past year.
Really? Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is so awesome.
Yes.
So, okay, so I have to ask you, How are you feeling about today? I mean, are you excited?
I'm very excited. However, I'm a little nervous.
Why?
Just based on the amount of interest we've had, the volume of phone calls, emails, messages, and stuff I've had over the past several days has been a little overwhelming because we didn't sell tickets. It's basically just whoever shows up.
Oh,
and it's been overwhelming. So I'm excited.
Okay.
But I don't know what's going to happen. We've never had an event like this before, so we don't know. But I know it's going to be a great day. I'm so thankful for the wonderful weather.
The weather actually pulled it off so
yes,
far, right?
So our prayers were answered with great weather, and no matter what, it's going to be a great day.
Oh, that is so cool. Okay, so you are open at don't mind that.
Yeah.
You are open at noon until 8. Big parties going on everywhere. And again, a beautiful day. Just thank you so much for joining us.
Course,
I know it was
thank you
kind
for
of
having
a
me.
last minute request, but we're like, come on, talk to us. And tell us everything. And I'm so happy that you have shirts for sale because I'm looking for another one. So I have to figure out how to get that. But and even the necklace is pretty cool.
Yes.
Are you going to be selling those even after today?
Well, it just is. We only
Depends.
ordered so many, and so we only until they sell out.
All right, man. I'm coming to get that and the cold brew.
Cold brew.
I can't even say that now. I'm so excited about that. Okay.
Yes. Which, just to mention, Marshall Lake's Coffee are our local roasters right here in Marysville.
Oh.
And so they bring the beans in, they roast them, and then within 24 hours they get them to us, and then we grind them and then put them on cold brew.
So super fresh.
Super fresh.
All right. You sold me. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And again, we are in Marysville, Ohio. This has been just a fun day. We've been looking forward to this. This is show number 22. Can you believe it? So we decided not just to take it on the road, but to take it to the sky. And we landed in Marysville, Ohio this morning. It's a beautiful day so far. The wind has seemed to die down a little bit. And again, just blue skies, and we are at the airport. You can see the sun cam checking it out. Also, we've had some planes land and I think one take off while we've been here. But it has been so much fun and so exciting to be here because this is a big deal. This is pretty awesome to be in the path of totality. So we are excited. We will be coming back live later this afternoon at 2:30 also. But we do have a community partner. That's why it's so important for us to be out, and we just chose to be in Ohio today. But we do have a community partner, and that is Shades of Pink Foundation, which of course helps patients going through breast cancer treatment financially. I had a chance to sit down with Beth, and let's hear from her. Here at Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen, we believe in supporting the community, and the Shades of Pink Foundation is our community partner. They have a big walk coming up. The statistics are incredible, actually. Did you know that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime, and that breast cancer treatment is actually the most expensive of all cancers and carries out-of-pocket costs at over $3 billion. That is $3 billion with a B. Well, help us help them. We are participating in their walk at the Detroit Zoo, and I am here with Beth. And Beth, the Shades of Pink Foundation, of course, you are a survivor, and the Shades of Pink Foundation has been instrumental in helping you. Can you kind of tell me a little bit more about this?
So Shades of Pink reached out to me actually when I was in the ICU. First, I want to talk about the social workers. So social workers are the one that kind of bridge the gap between the patient and the resources. And so my social worker, Jillian, was amazing and helped that happen. When she did my application for me, Shades of Pink reached out when I was in the ICU. Wow. And I, was on my phone, and they had emailed me, and it just brought such a smile to my face. But they ended up stepping in and taking care of an entire month of the bills for my family, and it was quick, it was fast and beautiful.
And so you are a single mom, you have 2 kids.
Yes.
And so this affects everybody.
Yes.
And how has it been? That was 2 years ago.
Yes.
That you were diagnosed.
Yes.
You're still going through
treatments.
treatments.
I'm done with chemo, radiation. I've had multiple surgeries. Unfortunately, chemo damages some other things in your body, so my bladder was damaged through that journey. So we're going in April 16th to have an implant placed. Okay. I have some more breast revisions to do. May 24th, I had some tissue that died. Unfortunately, it's just part of the process. Things that happen. It's not a perfect plan. Most people think you're done after chemo and radiation, but that's
so
not
much,
the
right?
case. Yeah. Everybody says, Beth, you look great. I think, yeah, you know, my body's all tore up. But yeah, so not done yet, but we're almost there.
Okay, and you did say you are cancer-free.
I am cancer-free today. Glory to God.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
So happy about that. And of course, you did mention too that sometimes it's hard to ask for help.
Yes.
So the Shades of Pink Foundation, they have been there for you. They've been there for many other survivors throughout Southeast Michigan. But if you could have one thing to say to them, what would it be?
Just thank you so much. It's such a beautiful thing what you're doing for the community, and to help a lot of people. They were so kind through it. You know, they don't make you feel any kind of certain way. All of them had reached out, and I'm just so blessed and I'm so grateful, and to keep on doing what they're doing as a nonprofit organization, changing one family at a time through this journey.
Well, thank you so much for being willing to share your story. And of course, I'm not sure you'll be able to be at the walk because you have an upcoming surgery, but we will walk for you.
Maybe, thank you.
Okay, and I will look for you, but if I don't see you, we will put on our pink shoes and we will walk for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
And you know, just an update, Beth actually already had that surgery. I think she had it yesterday, and she is said to be doing really well, and I'm so happy about that. But you can join us for our walk. We have our own team, super excited about that. The walk is happening at the Detroit Zoo April 27th for the Shades of Pink Foundation. You can join our team, which is Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen. If you can't make it, you can even be a sleepwalker, or you can just donate. Again, that walk happening at the Detroit Zoo on April 27th. Well, it is the day of the Great American Solar Eclipse, the path to totality. We are on it or in it. I'm not sure what's happening, but we are broadcasting live from Marysville, Ohio. We got here at about 10 to 8 this morning. Smooth landing, smooth flight, and beautiful skies today. And the wind, it was a bit chilly earlier. Right now it's 59 degrees, but it was a bit chillier earlier. It has calmed down. The wind has calmed down. And at this airport in Marysville, it is kind of small, but they have a museum here. And I am sitting here with Kevin Corderud. And tell me what your title is.
Great. I'm a pilot, actually, with the Commemorative Air Force, but I do a lot of other fun things,
Right.
like finance and whatnot.
And
so.
IT, we heard.
Yeah, a lot of
we
IT
heard that.
stuff.
But this is an amazing place. And, I mean, we have seen some amazing things so far while we've been here. So tell me a little bit about this airport and the museum.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, Central Ohio's always kind of had an aviation heritage for a goodly number of years. And so we started a unit of the Commemorative Air Force here in Marysville and got a lot of community support and actually grew quite quickly. So we've got, we're up to almost 10 pilots now and 50 members. And we go to events all over. We do volunteer work with kids, you know, science and technology and whatnot. But no, it's a really great group, and it's part of we're actually international museum. So Marysville is on the map on an international stage with the historical aviation work we do.
So you are a pilot.
Yes, I am. Although my day job is IT, so that's, yeah.
Okay, so tell me, I mean, when you're flying, how does that make you feel?
Okay, it makes me feel great because it's a life simplification program because it's you, gravity, and air, right? That's pretty much it, right? So, but with these older airplanes, World War II planes, they're not digital. They're all analog.
Okay.
And so they don't have the creature comforts. There's no cup holders. There's no peanuts or anything like that. But every time you fly one, it's almost like going in a time machine and going back, and you get to remember all the contributions veterans, you know, all over the past number of years have made to help, you know, keep these aircraft flying.
Right. Even so, women are a big part of the museum here.
Oh, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about that because it's so interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting because Danielle is one of our members, and she is a Women's Air Service pilot reenactor. And she has uniforms, flight gear, all sorts of things. And she's also got a 1940s flight simulator, which is made out of wood, and it's got little ropes and pulleys. Yeah, so it wasn't like computers back then. Right? So it's all manual, and we take that around to events and kind of tell the story of WASP. But yeah, our aircraft, when it came here out of the factory, actually stopped in Columbus, Ohio, Christmas Eve, 1944, and they had Women's Air Service pilots actually doing the deliveries.
Wow.
So she flew it on up to Canada, but the aircraft doesn't have a heater.
Oh.
So I hope she had 2 pairs of socks.
Right, maybe 2 pairs of pants.
2 pairs of pants and something. Big cup of coffee.
Always a big cup of coffee, right? Always.
Absolutely.
So this museum, is it, I mean, people can come here, obviously, right?
Absolutely.
And look around. And what is the most intriguing thing here?
You know, it's interesting because I've been with the Commemorative Air Force for over 25 years, and I came for the airplanes, right? So I was IT guy, and I got to live this kid dream, flying World War II aircraft. I stayed for the people, because it's not only the people, the peers you interact with, kind of like the units, but I've had a lot of World War II pilots. I had a women's air service pilot be one of my mentors.
Yes.
And they give you knowledge that you just can't read out of a book.
Right.
And so that level of engagement is something we like to do with the community and also veterans.
And you know, to keep it going, it's so important for our kids,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
To keep it going and to continue that spreading that knowledge, because
Absolutely.
it's so unique and it was just such a different time.
Yes, so if those of you that are software folks out there, we're actually on version 7.0 of World War II pilots. So like Matt Chen, who's over here, is 25. He flies air freight in a big 747, and he's flying our plane. So we're actually training the next generation. So that's one of the things that I do, right?
Okay.
Is I help train people to do it. But the training is not only, pilots and mechanical, but it's also physical, because these are very analog aircraft.
Okay.
There's not a lot of creature comforts.
Okay, so when you say physical, I mean, you have to be strong.
Well, yeah, actually, believe it or not, it's more important to be flexible.
Really?
So I go to yoga.
You go to yoga,
I go
you
to yoga
mentioned
Wednesday
that.
nights, and people
Yeah.
ask, why are you going to yoga? It's like, so I can reach the flap handle on the floor.
Interesting.
Because we bring in some of the younger members, and they're like, well, where's all the electronic switches?
Like the buttons to push,
yeah,
right?
the buttons and no buttons, right? It's very much a time machine. But yeah, you actually have to have a level of physical dexterity to fly these things. Yeah, it's a real time machine.
Okay, so how long have you been flying again?
I've been flying, probably at least 25 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not an airline pilot or
Right.
Air Force.
So how long, I mean, in your imagination, or how long do you think you'll continue flying?
Well, if I keep on going to yoga, right? And,
Maybe take some ballet.
Yeah, take some ballet, do some, keep flexible. I mean, you can legally go on until you run into a medical issue.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think the physical dexterity and the knowledge of these old aircraft is really important. But again, we're training the next generation of 20-year-olds.
Right, and that's
come in and
important,
fly
right?
us stuff. Absolutely.
Okay, so I've asked everyone else who has been on how they're feeling about the solar eclipse today.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me how you're feeling.
I don't even know what to expect, right? So
kinda
none
rough.
of the airplanes are flying, right? Because
Right.
they close the airspace around here.
Okay.
So I'm excited, right? Because I'm wondering well, when will I see a total eclipse next?
Yeah.
So I put my work responsibilities on hold and came out here to come out and see the eclipse.
Yeah, it's kind of like this excitement, but a little bit nervous.
Oh yeah, I don't know
right?
what to
Just because
expect,
we
yeah.
don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And so, what time is it set to happen here?
It's going to be around 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And we're literally almost in the line of complete totality. So
So we'll and of course we have our sun cam going on. It is so exciting, and it's gotten a little bit warmer. It's like 59 degrees now.
It's warming up.
It's
It's almost
warming up,
spring.
right?
Almost spring in the
Almost
Midwest.
spring.
It's almost
Well,
spring in the
I have to say the grass is really green here.
it is.
It is. As we were landing, I was like, wow, it's pretty
yeah.
green.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the weather in you think we're good weather-wise?
I put my snow shovel in the basement yesterday.
It's going to snow today,
Knock on wood. That would be the Midwest.
That
right?
would be the
What are you
Midwest.
gonna do?
I might still have my shovel back at home.
There you go.
Out. So we'll see how that goes.
Fingers
So,
crossed.
Yes. Okay. So for the museum, anyone interested, wanting to check it out, how would they find more
Easiest way to
information?
do it, go to CAF Buckeye Wing, or you could go to Commemorative Air Force and find us, because we have wings all over the world, U.S. and also in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all
So,
over the world, so.
and you actually mentioned that you have been at Willow Run.
Yeah, we love going up
Yes,
to Willow
love
Run.
it.
It's such a great event.
Yeah.
We have all sorts of reenactors. We had some WASP reenactors come by, and it was literally like taking a picture back in the 1940s. It was just so neat to see that. But yes, Willow Run's a marvelous event.
So will you be? I know their air show. Do you go to that, or
Yes,
you do?
absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
so will you be in town?
I've already talked to the folks, my
To
good
Kevin?
friends, Kevin and Mike Luther and all them. So,
Awesome.
yeah, we'll be going up.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you there too.
Great. Well, sounds good. We'll enjoy the rest of the day now.
Well, thank you so
Take
much,
care.
and
What a great time.
I should say that Kevin actually gave me a coffee cup, and I'm super
Shameless marketing.
yes, I'm super excited about that coffee cup. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thanks, Nell.
Well, again,
Great.
we are here in Marysville, Ohio. It is coming up to 11 o'clock, and we are just so excited to be here. We actually hit the road early this morning, and the excitement, it's pretty calm here right now, but as the day goes on, we are expecting it to get a little bit busier, and there's so much to know about the solar eclipse. Of course, as you heard Kevin say, we are in the direct path of totality, which is super exciting. The sun cam, you'll be checking that out. We've got our glasses. We are all set to go. We've got our covers actually for our cell phones as well, just to be on the extra safe side. And Jason, you've been with me here all morning long. And there are so many fascinating facts about this.
About the eclipse,
Yes, about
absolutely.
the eclipse. So Einstein. Is it time to divulge what Einstein?
I think it's time to divulge.
I think it is. So go ahead.
So we all know what Einstein's theory of relativity is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in 1919, it was proven through a solar eclipse.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy? So I'm not like completely impressed. So I'm gonna
You didn't memorize.
read a little bit off because
there goes the plane.
it's
Hold
a lot
on.
of scientific stuff and
Exactly.
stuff like that. So I just want to make sure I have my facts correct.
Have
right?
your facts, yeah. Especially when we're talking about Einstein, right?
Right? I know.
We want to have our facts straight.
Exactly. It's windy.
It is getting windy. It feels like the wind just picked up a little
Sorry,
bit.
you guys.
All of a sudden, it's a bad hair day.
So I thought I had to stop and reread it and relook at it because I'm surprised I did not know this.
Yeah.
And I may have when I was younger, but
we forget things as we get older.
So May 29th, 1919, Einstein's Einstein's theory of relativity was only 4 years old and unsubstantiated, unproven.
Right.
And so during the 1919 eclipse, they were able to measure the distance of the stars, the starlight, from the stars closest to the sun, because once the moon went into the center of it, it caused them to have the ability to see the stars closest to the sun. And so English scientists led by Sir Arthur Eddington took advantage of the solar eclipse when the moon blocked the sun in its totality. The stars were visible, and they measured the distance, the starlight, before it started to bend around the sun.
It's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy.
So, the theory that light bends around massive objects and warps the fabric of space-time, and that distortion manifested as gravity. Which proved Einstein's theory of relativity.
Right?
So I thought that was astounding in my mind because that is one of, everybody knows the Einstein's theory of relativity.
Right, but who knew about the solar eclipse part of it?
Exactly.
Some people knew.
Some people
knew, and like we said, we may have learned it back in school, but I had forgotten.
But it's been some time.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, and it's one of those things when I was today years old when I realized that.
today years old this has been quite the adventure. So
it has, and I'm so happy that we could bring Metro Detroit area to Marysville, to experience it in its totality. Because I don't know if I've ever seen it in its totality, to be honest with you.
No, and I know I haven't. Like we said back in 2017, that was a whole different thing. So this is super exciting. We have the sun cam going on, and of course we were a little worried about the weather, as everyone has been, leading up to this. But it seems like
and it changes.
It changes all the time. But right now it's like 59 degrees. A little bit windy. The wind seems to have picked up a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
My papers seem to be.
Right. It's like, I guess that's how we're gauging the wind now.
Exactly. And we came prepared with our glasses.
We are prepared for, because we're coming back live at 2:30.
At 2:30,
yep,
absolutely.
At 2:30, and we'll be watching and waiting as it gets darker and darker, and the excitement builds.
Yes, and did you know that every culture has a different meaning when it comes to, or what they look at as a meaning when it comes to the eclipse?
Yeah, so tell me one of those, because we were talking about that earlier.
In ancient Chinese history, it's the dragon eating the sun.
Right.
Shu Xing.
Yeah.
Which is in the book of history. It's the dragon eating the sun. So they celebrate. They do all sorts of celebrations in ancient Egypt.
Dances and everything, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In ancient Egypt, it was used as a calendar.
Wow.
So that way they knew when to, tell time.
Right.
You can see them depicted on hieroglyphics, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, so everyone has a different...
So, there's a lot of history, a lot of fun facts, a lot of fascinating facts that have been happening and around this. So we're so excited to be actually able to bring the show to you live from Marysville, Ohio, in the path of totality. We do have the sun cam going up. We do have...
We can't forget the giveaway.
Yes. Oh, I knew there was something.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a giveaway. We have a giveaway.
We do.
Do we have a winner?
We do have a winner.
Oh, we do.
So
okay.
You see me on camera, so I'm not sitting there picking.
Yes,
so we have somebody behind the scenes picking.
Okay.
Christina did
yes,
it this
Christina's
time.
doing it. Okay, so who's our winner?
And our winner is Christina Kelly.
Oh.
Matt Kelly's sister.
Nice.
Somebody that we not know personally, but are aware of, and she is the winner of
Congratulations!
This one.
You will love these. You will love these scrubs.
Yeah, you will. So we will contact you and set up a way to get that stuff to you.
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, so
We'll
exciting.
airmail it from here.
Yes, exactly. We'll just deliver it. We'll just drop it out of the plane. Well, you know what? So this has been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, there's been a lot of buildup. We'll be back at 2:30, and we are broadcasting live from the Marysville, Ohio airport. The sun cam will be up all afternoon long, of course. The Patho Totality happening at 3 o'clock here in Marysville, I think.
Approximately around 3 o'clock,
right?
yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling about this?
I'm excited.
Are you nervous at all?
I'm
People
not
can
nervous
say
at
they're a little
all.
bit nervous.
I'm not nervous at all. I mean, there's all sorts of types of conspiracy theories and theories out there about it.
Right.
But, no, I'm excited, and I'm so thankful that you allowed me to jump on and be with you.
And we're so thankful that Dave Scott transported us.
Oh, it was a great flight.
It was a great
I loved
flight.
it.
It was. All right, so it is time to say goodbye just for a little bit. We'll be back at 2:30, but it is a beautiful day here in Marysville, Ohio, and we are so looking forward to bringing the Great American Solar Eclipse to you when it happens here. And we know it's happening back home as well, and all the kids are so excited. Kids here have no school today. It's like a holiday feeling here.
It is. It's got the atmosphere, absolutely.
It does, right? So again, thank you for joining us. This is Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen, show number 22. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again later this afternoon. All right?
Show 22, can you believe it?